Yo, 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 what up? Alright, we good. Stream is going. Give me a second, guys. We'll continue here in a minute. I need to find out where all my. I need to find out where all this cold air is coming in from.
Noise. 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 Hmm? Noise. Hmm? Noise. Hmm? Noise. Hmm? Noise.
Give me a second, guys. I'm almost done.
Hmm? Noise. Hmm? Noise. Noise.
That's good enough for now. Also, I see, sir, that you have retracted some statements. Why did you retract your messages, man? Why did you retract your... Hold on, not quite done yet. Gotta try to fit my stuffed animals back on top.
Noise.
Nice. Alright, good enough.
Noise.
What the fuck did I just sit on?
Noise.
Alright. That's where the phone's at. Alright, go back to missions. Because apparently we're not done with this yet.
Are there other matters?
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people. I don't know. That depends on your friend.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too. I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times. But it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The key words that got Adler thinking were energy, life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
Jerk! 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 Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again! Oh, it's you. It's Adler. Adler disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
Who said I want him back? But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
Your countenance suggests tragedy. So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
Can this mission be done already? Also, why is my throat hurt? What, Tavia? What do you mean? WDYM! I don't care. They can pause and read the messages if they want. Why can't this mission be done already?
Too little.
Time for a buzz.
Your end approaches.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. To travel.
Unnecessary. Fail to send you. That paradise may savor it for me.
Welcome, customer. Yeah! More enemies.
I failed to send you. Too little.
Yeah!
This sword needs sharpening.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand. So the answer is...
Tenuous connections. First, Adler's disappearance.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. First, Adler's disappearance.
I understand.
Tenuous connections.
Oh, here we go again. Why do I gotta do all this stuff?
You think that Adler is discovered?
Indeed. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Let me fucking...
The next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be.
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no commonalities. However, after browsing through their online records, you discover they all wield influence on the space station's dark web.
The fuck was that loud noise? Hey! Get down from there, cat! You are not allowed up on the lamp.
Lady Asta must know what this means. The next angle is what the victims have in common. This tasteful,
I understand.
tenuous connection. The next angle is what the victims have in
I understand.
tenuous connection.
That's where
The
the
next
fuck.
angle is what the victims have in common.
I understand.
What
Tenuous
am I doing wrong?
The link
Fuck
between
this shit.
the
First, the next angle is what the last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion.
I understand.
Tenuous connection last.
The link between
First, Adler's the next angle is last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret
I understand.
tenuous connection.
Tenuous
last is
connection.
the
Tenuous
abilities of
connection. Shut the fuck up. Finally.
During prior the flickering tongues of Duke. Look. This booklet describes a kind.
It's the phase flame, the creation of member number 29, Sir Kal. She was an amazing genius, intelligent, kind, and humble. However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. Such a pity. The phase flame shifted.
This booklet describes a kind of the kindling of this unique flame. Must be the missing.
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the phase. If Ifrit is a scion of the phase flame,
Kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. Kindling of this unique flame
Shut up.
must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. The kindling of this unique flame. I fear that this is the truth. Undoubtedly, the curio Herta asked to find was the phase flame. And Adler already discovered the relationship between spontaneous human combustion and the phase flame through the concept of energy life forms. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
I understand.
Nope.
Tenuous connection. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
I
That-
understand.
Nope.
Tenuous connection. I fear that this is the truth Adler
That.
discovered.
Yup.
When Sherling said, I believe this as a scion of the fate, that is.
Finally. Shit.
We don't know where the victims went, and the sudden and once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
no, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Oh shit.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
What the fuck?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Miss Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it. The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire. See? It's still in the space station. Like Skrullum said, it cannot escape from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
Well, no, duh. That's what you do for anything.
The fire is dying. This place is strange.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
With a mere glance, he says. I can't use that one.
This has nothing to do with you.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
The fuck was that? Oh, it's a shadow of a bug. It's the shadow of that bug. Is it below me? Oh, it is. What the fuck?
What is your goal?
Seems like this chase is about to end.
Alright, let's do this.
It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now. But next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Hold on.
Oh, what the fuck? We gotta fight all these?
Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not. Shall we?
Answer me. 0 points.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Your end approaches. That paradise, savor it for me.
Commencing research.
Your answers? I'm asking questions.
I failed to send you.
To travel far.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze. Lance forward. It's time.
I will dispatch you. Too little.
Specimen sighted.
Your answers? Answer me. 0 point. SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Failed. So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
Lance at the ready.
A blade knows no
Lance
mercy.
ablaze. Lance, forward!
The fight is set.
Commencing
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
I will dispatch you.
Specimen sighted. Deep breath.
Unnecessary.
A test. 0 points.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance, forward!
A miracle!
A blade knows no mercy.
Commencing research. I think something
I'm
bit me.
asking questions.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance, forward!
That paradise, savor it for me. A veil to set you.
Your answers? SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
It's time.
Failed.
Your end approaches.
0 points.
Secret of the Saints!
Specimen sighted. Here, try this.
Not bad. 5 points. A test. Failed.
I'm on guard.
Immortality means forever.
Your answers?
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance, forward!
A blade knows no mercy. That paradise, savor it for me.
Good work. You did very... Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
That better be it for that mission.
It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine. Yes, it is over. This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, madam. But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself. I've been waiting.
Oh shit, what's happening here?
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic? A third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Finally, done. Mission is done. Let's go. 10 out of 18. Only 8 more to go. I still can't do that yet. That would be helpful because I could get another Eidolon for links. How many do I have? I'm gonna have to check. How many Eidolons do I have for links? I have 1. What does her second Eidolon do? A target with survival response can resist debuff applications for 1 time. Oh, that's kind of garbage. Skill level +2 up to a maximum of level 15. Basic attack level +1 up to a maximum of level 10. Okay. Additionally boosts the max HP, increasing effect of survival response. Ooh, that could come in handy. Do all the characters have that? Max HP? Let me check your Eidolons. Dude, I could get a bounce attack for her. I'd have to wish. I kind of want to continue wishing on this banner so that I can get more Ting Yun things. Increases by 20%. Ten more energy for the target ally, bruh. I mean, she is a 4-star. I'll definitely get C6, or this ain't Genshin. I'll definitely get E6 at some point. Blade is a 5-star though, so that's going to take a while. Dude, his Eidolons increases his crit rate too. What other light cones do I have? That's a 3-star. That's kind of trash. The only other 4 stars I have is that one and that one, because he can't use anywhere past that. No, we'll keep your thing up. $610. How much is it for a 10 warp? Just out of curiosity. 1,600. Dang. When do these banners end? 1 day and 15 hours. Dang. And when was my last 5-star? I haven't really wished on the character banner since getting Blade, so I'm gonna have to put in quite a bit of work to get the next 5-star. I only have 3 wishes after getting Blade. Wait, I got another hook? I don't remember getting another hook. Oh, I did. Look at that. I've got 2 Hanyas, 1 Welt, 1 Dan Hong, 1 Asta, 2 Hertas, 0 view, 0 view. Misha, I almost have fully all her Eidolons, man. Her and Ting Yun are the closest I have. Why do I keep calling her Misha? That's March. March and Ting Yun, I have most of their Eidolons for. Alright, let's do this.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Concerned about me? I'm fine. The Cienjo is always courteous with its captives. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Cienjo will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Hey, Luocha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
One? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes? Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
Yes, we have, and it has been an hour and 13 minutes, so I'm in the stream here. We'll pick this main mission back up possibly tomorrow. I don't know when. Till next time, peace.